Welcome to the second episode of the Booming Voices Podcast. This episode is fortunately sponsored by our very first sponsor ever, Sunflower Florist on the Sunshine Coast. Now, this floristry was opened by Katie Tomlinson at the age of 20 years old. She's following her passion, she's chasing her dreams, and she's opened up her own little florist on the Sunshine Coast. So if you happen to live on the Sunshine Coast and would love yourself some flowers, some high quality, easily obtainable, and that she offers delivery as well, so if you'd like it delivered, and you live on the Sunshine Coast, please, I urge you to use Katie Tomlinson through Sunflower Florist to fulfill all of your flowery needs. You can find her on Facebook at sunflowerflorist.ember, on Instagram at sunflowerflorist.sc, and at her website at sunflowerflorist.com.au. Very easy to find. Please, I urge you to go and use her for all of your flowery needs. Now, to get into the episode. All right. Today, I have the same guest as last week, unfortunately, because no one else was responding to my emails. We have Aaron sitting across from me once again.
Hey guys. You're welcome, Josh.
Yeah. Thanks. So today, we're going to be doing just what we did last week, answering, well, I like to call it helping the helpless. Because these people, their predicaments, their situations, they're in dire straits.
Oh, God.
They're at their wits' end.
Unfathomable.
Yeah. Big words.
Infallible.
Yeah, these guys are really struggling, and we are the Jesuses here to come and save the day. So,
these predicaments, they're an illness, and us, we're the cure.
We are the cure. That's why my name is Dr. Joshua.
Oh, God.
So please sit tight. This episode we're going to be answering some of the world's questions, the world's biggest questions. So today I have my array of colors from brown to magenta to orange to purple to yellow. Aaron once again has not read through these, so he will at random pick a color and we will see what we get.
Yeah. I'm thinking brown. Let's start with brown. That looks like a nice...
Going to Brown Town.
Going to Brown Town.
Awesome. Okay. All right, here it is. I'll get Aaron to read this one out, considering how I read like a dyslexic 4-year-old trying to run.
You described it earlier as reading like the Hulk on meth, which I found particularly amusing.
Yeah, you little fucking geek.
Yeah.
You nerd.
Yeah. Thanks. You really know... Is this why no one else responded to your emails?
I don't know. Someone responded. I did get one response. It was fuck off.
Was it no? Yeah. I could have guessed.
From Mum, of all people. No,
Jeez.
Actually, specifically, it was fuck off, I regret birthing you, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah, I got a couple of those in my time as well.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Okay.
Such disappointments. All right, let's jump into it.
Yeah, here we go. All right. The title is Going to a Concert with Someone Else. My girlfriend of several years broke up with me a week ago. Her reason for breaking up was that she doesn't love me anymore, but still wanted to be friends. She said she had made up her mind a month ago, and that makes me believe everything between then and now has been her faking. She tore me in two, but wants to still be friends. We have a concert that I planned as our anniversary event in a week, that I own the tickets to. She paid me cash, but I still own the tickets. I don't think I would be able to see my favourite band with the girl who broke my heart, as I feel it would be awkward because I'm still getting over her. I want to take my other friend now, but I don't know how to tell my ex that I'm taking someone else, and I'll give her the money back. I'm not sure how to go about doing this, as I feel like I'm Indian...
I don't know.
As I feel like I'm Indian giving, and as much as she broke my heart, I hate letting others down. Can we search that up? What does Indian giving...
That's what I was wondering. I thought you might know that. I thought it was some term I didn't understand.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I've never heard that before, guys. Quick Google search here.
Indian giving.
It's an American expression. It's used to describe a person who gives a gift and then later wants it back. Oh, yeah, no, I get it now. Oh, right.
That makes sense. Okay. All right. I thought it was a typo, maybe.
Yeah, I was like, what does being Indian have to do with it?
Yeah,
you do you, man.
Let's keep the racism out of it. Yeah.
We're a conservative podcast.
Not that we didn't bring up show Bob's last episode. Okay, yeah, so what do we think?
Yeah, alright, so, straight up, if she hurt your feelings, blah, 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 I know what you mean, and she still wants to be friends, that's a big one for me. I had an experience with that once. It's not that easy. If people like to think that, you know, you can still be friends straight away, and, like, sure, you can still be friends in the future, but you need your time apart, and I think, yeah, taking her to this event's gonna be borderline traumatic, bro. Don't.
Yeah. I'd probably find that pretty heartbreaking too.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I think she'd understand. Look, you're guaranteed to get called, you know, a dickhead by her friends a couple of times in one of their group chats. But that's the worst of it. I don't think there'll be any recurring problems if you just say, like, I'm sorry, but I just don't feel comfortable taking you, and I will give you the money back. I'd just like to take someone else. I mean, what's she gonna do? She's not gonna, you know, tell you can't.
See, I kind of disagree a little bit. I see where you're coming from. I can definitely see where you've gotten to there. But when I was looking at it, I was thinking that if it's something that she's already paid for, and it's something that she already owns, it doesn't really feel to me like it's his right to be able to take that away from her, right?
Yeah, particularly, yeah.
So just because you own the tickets doesn't mean they're yours. I in my eyes, she's paid for it. It's her ticket. What I would do, I've never actually been to a concert. I don't really know exactly how they work.
Me either.
But I don't think that there's assigned seats or anything, are there?
I wouldn't think so.
No,
I mean,
like,
particularly if you're moshing or something.
Yeah, I've been to a festival, and there's no assigned seats or anything there. If you just give her the ticket and just say, yeah, take yourself there, go get lost, you're probably not gonna see it the whole time. There's not gonna be any issues. Just I would do that, and if there's tickets still available, just get your friend to buy one.
Yeah, and if not, you could always approach her and ask her if she'd be comfortable with that. If you wanted to grab that ticket back off her, but
yeah, that'd probably be a better way of doing it rather than just telling her.
Yeah. And if she says no, then yeah, obviously, maybe just sell the ticket, skip out on the concert, spend some time wallowing in your self-pity in your room.
That's probably another good idea.
Yeah.
Although he does say it's his favorite band, which I mean, depending on how big they are, he might not get another good chance to see him.
That's true. You know what, man? Look, we've offered a couple of suggestions. Depending on which avenue you want to take, that's up to you. You know, if you really want to see them, you could, especially with someone else, you could ask her to buy the ticket back from her, essentially, because she's already given you the money.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely not your right to just do it.
Yeah, you can't just take it. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So, yeah, you've got a couple of little options there. I hope all goes well. It sounds like a rough situation. Thoughts go out to my homeboy out there.
Yeah.
Mr.
And all the other Indian givers. Noided Hedgehog.
Noided Hedgehog was the name of that user. Is that another term I don't understand?
Noid? I think noided. I think he's nuded. That's like a play on words.
Okay.
You know, they're trying to put that noided. Nuded.
How often are hedgehogs nuded though?
I don't think very often. I think they're almost borderline endangered as well, so they want to breed them.
Sonic's my favorite hedgehog.
Yeah. Well, this fella has to stop neutering them.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna die, bro.
Oh, God, especially the blue ones.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
What?
So that was.
Oh, I get it. Gotta go fast.
That was brown. We've got magenta, orange, purple, and yellow left.
Orange.
Orange. Wow, that stunk. I'm sorry. Okay.
My best friend acting weird towards my brother. Oh.
This one was an interesting one.
Alright. Okay. My best friend acting weird towards my brother. Hey, you all. I'm sorry, guys.
It's not that hard to say y'all. I don't understand. People seem to avoid that like it's the fucking plague. I say y'all all the time. Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly. I put YA apostrophe LL as in y'all, but they'd say you all.
Yeah.
Hey, you all. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway. Hey, you all. I'm here to ask for some advice. Maybe I'm interpreting this in a wrong way. I don't know, but this the thing. God. Reddit users. Jesus. My friend and I, when we go out, I bring my younger brother, usually because we are renovating and there's not much to do for him at home. The first time I brought my brother with me, she was just joking around, I presume, saying things to him like, "You are so cute. What kind of girls do you like?" I brushed it all off as a joke, but she kept asking similar questions more frequently, and being all touchy and whatnot. The reason why I'm making this post is because yesterday she messaged me that if I want some free time, she can take my brother and babysit him for me. Am I interpreting this in a wrong way, or should I be worried? Edit. I'm 17, my friend is 18, and my brother is 10.
Yeah, that changed everything.
Yeah.
Really quickly, didn't it? I was thinking that they were quite close.
It was
I
like 15, 16, that's okay.
My first comment would be, how very orange of you. Such an appropriate colour. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
I would say... I mean, okay, I've had somewhat similar experiences. Not with... I don't have an older sister, so not like that, but,
Damn.
No, yeah. Imagine this face on a woman, that would be, yeah. No, my aunt is actually, like, she used to be really like that. I think it wasn't, like, a sexual thing, really. It was just sort of, like, a strange joke among the family, that kind of went through, like, when I was, like, 6, she would, like, you want to kiss your aunt, huh? You want to give me a kiss on the cheek, huh? Like this really strange little intimidation game.
Okay.
Oh, not intimidation, but like, you know, just like a strange little game. And it was like, it's kind of, in retrospect, it kind of sounds creepy, but
Yeah,
it wasn't at the time.
Want to
It's
drop
just...
your pants for your auntie, huh?
Jesus.
It's just a family game.
Yeah, but yeah, at the time, it sort of wasn't that. And I think it was just sort of a joke. So I would say it sounds to me, especially with how she was joking around saying you're so cute, that kind of thing. It sounds like she was just joking, and she's kind of taking the joke a bit too far. Maybe she just doesn't quite understand. If she's not a naturally funny person, then she probably doesn't know where the line is for a joke to end.
I'd say 18 and 10. There's a line somewhere in between there where the joke has to stop.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Beyond anything, if it gets any like more severe, you can simply go to her and say, you do realize that's illegal, right?
Really illegal.
Like, if I wanted to, you could be in trouble. Like, just stop. So you got a couple of things to do, I suppose. It sounds to me a lot like it's just a joke that's gone too far. Would you agree, or?
Yes, I do agree.
I find it hard to believe an 18-year-old
Yeah.
would dig a 10-year-old.
Look, it doesn't really... I don't think there's a level of attraction that an 18-year-old can feel to a 10-year-old.
No. Beyond cuteness.
Yeah, and I think... Yeah, look, she uses terms such as babysit and that. Like, it's not a romantic thing, I feel. But yeah, it's still kind of creepy. You might want to approach her about it and kind of say, like, oh, you are joking, right? Like, because, yeah, that'd be a sticky situation if it went further than that.
It's hard to give advice on this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Like, what can you do? It depends on how close you are to the friend. Like, if you're not close to them, you'd probably be pretty hard to approach them and be like, hey, stop.
Yeah, and, like, that's the problem. If
just
you
stop bringing your brother, maybe. Like, I know there's not much
just
for him to
murder
do.
your brother.
Buy him, next time you go to the shops with your friend, buy him some toys. Go take his toys to... He's 10. He'll fucking play with some Lego or some shit. Buy him a Lego pack. You can play with that at home. You don't have to take him everywhere you go.
He's interested in Lego, not boobies. He'll be all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever's happening, I'm sure your brother's interests don't lie that way. I don't know.
It's unlikely.
Unless he's a really mature 10-year-old, his interests might lie in that area, but...
It's unlikely.
Yeah, highly unlikely.
Yeah, so it's what you're saying. You think it's just the...
I think it's nothing to
18-year-old
worry
that's
about.
the aggressor, and I don't know. What would you actually do in this situation? Because I as I said, I would say you do realize that's illegal, but I'm a pretty blunt person. Like, I can say those kinds of things, but you're not quite as blunt as I am.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I probably have to gauge the situation, and if I thought it was more of a joke, I'd be like, well, you know, it depends if my brother doesn't like it or not, you know. If he thinks it's great, I'd kind of be like, oh yeah, whatever, it can happen.
That's a good point.
It's funny. But if my brother's feeling uncomfortable in this situation, I'd say, you know, you gotta stop. Like, it's not good for him.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. Maybe just go to the brother, be like, hey, you know how she does this? Like, does that make you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, that's good actually. That's a good point. Like, I know with a lot of I know this is pushing it seriously away from what this situation is, but like with, you know, things about, you know, potential child abuse and stuff, you don't go around looking for child abusers. You teach the children how to sort of avoid being put in the situation where where they're in that situation. So I think probably a similar strategy here would be good at, as Josh said, you know, talking to your brother and saying, you know, if she does this, you know, tell her you don't want that, and if she does do that, tell me so that I can deal with it, you know.
Well, I mean, make sure it's something that he's uncomfortable with. If he's okay with it, if he's like, oh, I don't give a fuck, it's just a joke, then whatever. Just I'd say it's probably on you. You're probably just thinking too much about it. But just talk to him about it. If he doesn't dig it, it's not too hard to be like, you know, just give him some advice, give him some different things he can do.
Just so you know, tell your friend I'm 17. I'm nearly 18. I'm cute.
We've got Australian accents. That's hot, right?
Yeah.
Hey y'all.
That's supposed to be a winner in the US, I hear. The Australian accents.
Yeah.
G'day, lassie.
Question. Just off the cuff. Don't worry about this.
Yes.
This anymore.
Okay. All right.
I've asked you this before, but you've got some time to think about it now,
Yeah,
and
okay.
I think this is a good way to bring it up.
Should I be scared?
No.
Okay. I
Yes.
am. Yeah, I am.
If you could have any superpower,
Oh, jeez.
but at nighttime you have to have the opposite of that superpower, what would it be?
Okay,
And
you just asking me this so that you can tell everyone yours?
No.
Because that's normally the way it goes. Josh is very manipulative. He
No.
likes to ask people questions and then in the hope that they will then
not
say, "Oh, what
manipulative.
about you? What do you think?"
I'm not manipulative.
So that he has the chance to then say what he wanted to say.
You can trust me.
Yeah, you can definitely trust Josh, guys. Okay,
I'm
so
a doctor. I've got a
goodness.
PhD.
Okay.
Which, by the way, there's a dude that drives around here that I see all the time. His number plate is Kids Doctor. Does that seem strange to you?
Unless he's a doctor specializing in kids, I don't know.
Pediatrician or whatever.
Yeah, they have like
Even
specialists.
so, it seems predatory.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. You probably don't put that in a number plate. Anyway, superpower. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I had to have one power that I have during the day and then the opposite at night, wow. Actually, I don't know.
Because I was thinking really hard about this.
Yeah.
The thing that I get caught up with the most is what is the opposite.
Yeah.
And I've struggled with this for a long time.
That's true.
Because when I was a kid, like I remember I had a fight with my mum about this when I was like 8 or something. I was like, Mum, what is the opposite? It doesn't make sense. Okay, because to me, you know, if someone says what's the opposite of an orange, you could say an apple. Right, or a lot of people would respond with an apple, but I'd be like, but there's a similarity there.
Yes.
They're both fruits. They're both objects. I would argue that the opposite of an apple is like a black hole or something because it's not a thing. It's completely
The opposite of an
100%
apple
different.
is not an apple.
Huh?
Opposite of an orange would be not an orange, I guess. I don't know.
But if they've still got a similarity, then they can't be opposites, can they? Or does it have to have a similarity to be an opposite?
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good theory. Fortunately, this isn't a philosophy podcast.
I need help. This is my way
Oh,
of
right.
bringing the advice.
Right.
I need help. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
understand.
This
How
is
do
good.
opposites work?
This is good. The opposite of something is something that's directly antagonistic towards it, I guess.
So the opposite of Spider-Man is Dr. Octopus. Because they're both people. They both got cool shit going on. I would say that's two similarities right up front.
Directly antagonistic. Yeah, okay, let's work with that. If anybody's ever confused about what the opposite of something is, just remember Spider-Man and Doc Ock, opposites. We proved it here on this podcast right now.
Okay, let's get back to the question.
Yeah.
What do you reckon your superpower would be? And
Oh,
I'll tell you why you're
wow.
wrong.
You'll tell me while I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So that's what you were fishing for. Look, I would probably, possibly have the ability to go forward in time. And then at night, I could go backwards in time.
I don't think that's how it would work.
Yeah, that's the opposite.
Okay, so you could go forward in time. Are you saying you can see into the future, like
I can bring
Doctor
myself
Strange.
forward in time.
Doctor Strange in Infinity War.
Oh,
type deal.
just, yeah, something like that. Something along those lines.
Which, by the way, he did that very wrong. I don't know if you noticed. He was like, there are 14 million possibilities of how this could go through, and we only survive in one.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not how possibilities work. There must, like, if he was looking into the future at all the different possibilities, then he would see hundreds of thousands of different possibilities where they've won in all these slightly different ways, right?
You'd think
Like,
so.
we won, but an apple hit the ground just before the end of it. Or, we won, but Hitler was an octopus. Or, you know what I mean? Like, he would see all of those possibilities, right?
Yes, actually, I get you there. I get you, yeah. That's a good point.
There can't just be one that's not how possibilities work.
Yeah.
You fucking retard. Go get an actual doctorate. Piece of shit.
Didn't he have 3? He had 3 PhDs.
I'm Dr. Joshua. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be the judge of that.
All right.
I say he's got nil.
So wait, how
None.
many PhDs do you have again?
I'm in university.
So wait, what was it? You're doing a bachelor degree? You're
Yeah.
10 weeks in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Joshua.
Dr. Joshua, right, okay.
Sir.
Sir Dr. Joshua.
Yeah, no, okay, so my main gripe with the superpower thing, are you okay, by the way?
No.
That was probably rude of me just to ignore that. Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine, I'm great. We're all good here.
Invisibility is a strange one for me, because what's the opposite of invisibility? So, if you're invisible, that means no one can see you, right? Would you say that's a fair definition?
Mm-hmm.
So, the opposite of that, does that mean that everyone can see you? So say you fall asleep in your bed, it's nighttime. Does that mean people, like, you could look around their house and then they could just see you through, like, just like this tiny little...
Okay, I see. I'm gonna stop
pixel
you.
in
I'm
the
gonna stop you right
just,
there.
They could just see you through every wall.
Okay,
through
I
everything.
can't stop you. You
You're
just keep
100%
talking.
invisible. Oh, sorry, you're 100% visible to everyone. Not even your clothes can cover you up. You're just a naked little fucking sticker on the lens of every fucking eye in the world. Do you
Yeah,
think that's how it would
exactly.
work?
I get you, but when you say invisibility means nobody can see you, only when people are within range of looking at you is it then a factor.
Yeah, but then
So-
what's the opposite of that?
Invisibility
What? No,
is...
Invisibility.
Invisibility isn't the act of being not seen.
Yeah, it is.
Invisibility itself is...
Yeah, if I sneak into
Is-
a library, no one sees me, then I'm
Oh, God,
invisible.
no, that's not the way it works, you see. You see, there's conflicting things going on here.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, invisibility itself is not being seen by anyone that is looking.
Yeah, totally.
So if
but
you
then,
were to be...
I understand
Invisibility is invisible. The opposite of invisibility is visibility.
that. But ultra
Oh, God.
visibility.
Ultra visibility. Did you just make that up on the spot?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, okay. No, go ahead.
How am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. You're never wrong. You're Dr. Josh.
I'm aware. Don't tell me who I am. I've got a doctorate, you idiot.
Oh, we need to get back to this.
Okay, alright. Moral of the story, if you could have any superpower,
Oh.
but had to have the opposite at the end of the day, don't choose invisibility, because otherwise you got to deal with ultra visibility.
Oh my God.
Alright. Magenta, purple, or yellow?
Purple.
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 This one's a short one.
Good. Okay. This one's in the relationships section. Anyone else's girlfriend never get off her phone when you're hanging out? It's kinda saddening me. I tell her I want to talk and stuff, and it just happens all the time. Well.
Anyone else's girlfriend never get off? Am I right?
Okay. Off her phone?
Yeah.
Oh, please, you first.
No, you go.
No, I haven't got anything.
You answered the first one first. I answered the second one first. I'll let you take the reins on this one, sir.
Okay, so I've been thrown under the bus. Alright, guys. What was it? Hey, guys.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. That's the one. Yeah, well, that's... Some people are like that. I personally don't have a girlfriend, but I know people that are like that. And yeah, I mean, have you told her that it's upsetting you? Because if you have, and she's not making a move to change that, then...
I tell her I want to talk and stuff. and it just happens all the time. So I guess that he has told her,
Yeah.
and she's ignored it.
Well, yeah, so that's probably a big no-no. You need to have a serious chat about that if you haven't already, which it sounds like you have. And if not, you gotta give it a flick. Not like goodbye, not like a different kind of flick. Okay, Josh, over to you.
Anyone else's girlfriend, never get off. See if it lands better the second time.
A joke's always funnier when you say it twice.
Yeah, the only thing that makes it funnier is if you explain it.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to do that?
No. You're all good. Not here. Conservative podcast, remember?
Yeah. Okay. I think the thing that you need to understand, young sir. What? Okay. I'm trying to figure out if it's a male or a female. It could be a female. Could be in a lesbianic relationship. Let's be honest.
Lesbianic. Bionicles or what? Lesbianic? No,
I looked at the username to see if I could get anything from that, and it's bonglord420. So I don't know if that's gonna. I mean, it sounds pretty masculine, like a manly sort of thing.
Anyone else's girlfriend never get off their bong when you're trying to hang out?
Hell yeah. No. Okay. So what I would recommend, well, what I would. I don't actually have any recommendations for the situation itself, but I do have a recommendation for how you can internalize it in your little bonglord brain. Everyone in the world is really, really heavily addicted to social media, I think.
And people are really shitty.
Yeah.
That's my policy.
That also, but
People
in particular,
suck.
everyone is really addicted to social media, and you can. I particularly found this out when I had to do a uni assignment where I was looking into different ways that you can monetize a website and advertise try and get a fan base together for a web, or like a user base together for a website. The absolute most effective way is social media, because people spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on social media and don't get off. It is one of, I think it would have to be the biggest addiction in the world, right?
Yeah, probably. I would say so. I mean,
If you consider it an addiction, I would say most people wouldn't, but
yeah. I mean, it's something that makes you look down at your phone quite a bit. Experts say phones are an addiction in themselves, so...
yeah. So, if you treat her like an addict, then you can probably find that there's a little bit of sympathy in there, in your brain, that you can find for her. For example, my girlfriend, she's quite heavily addicted to that sort of stuff, and I just feel sorry for her.
Just pity her.
just pity her. Yeah, throw her some money next time you're
Oh.
walking past her. Tell her to go buy herself some water from McDonald's. Yeah, it's like a rough thing, and it's taking over the whole world. But it's something that it's so hard to get through their heads unless you're aware of it. It's like a really hard thing to get through your head. So I don't know. There's no like Facebook Anonymous or anything like that you can go to. So
Maybe there is. I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
maybe just try and make her aware of how big of an addiction it is. Try and make her aware of how much it affects her productivity. Maybe I found that was my big motivator to get off of social medias, is like figuring out like, fuck, I'm like being so unproductive. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, and he is just so productive now.
Ridiculously.
He does so many things.
Today I woke up at 11 a.m.
What? No way.
That hasn't happened in like 6 years.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I mean, considering we used to start school at 7:30 and you were
Yeah.
there, but yeah, we'll run with that. 11 a.m., 6 years.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, like, it's... I mean, not to say that I'm any more productive now. I found other things to quench my addiction, like video games. But, I mean, I imagine for some people that would be a motivator. I shouldn't have used myself as an example. Why did I do that? I'm such a retard.
Well, guys, here's what didn't work for me and made me a worse person. Why don't you try it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, look, I don't know. It's a hard situation. Yeah, look, you said that you tell her you want to talk, but, I mean, do you say that and she's like, oh, nah, whatever, I don't give a fuck about you? Or is it like, yeah, as Josh said, an addiction? I don't know, you gotta approach this a different way. You gotta start telling her that it's upsetting you, that it's coming between your relationship.
Threaten her.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're saying like yeah, threaten
tell her.
her.
If this comes between our relationship, then a knife comes between your ribs, bitch.
Ooh, that's good. They just that's a good one actually. I like that.
Yeah, or a base butt between your ears.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Buzzsaw.
Or a baby between your legs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Don't threaten her with that.
The most painful thing you can offer.
Yeah, supposedly it's meant to be blah 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 neutrons of pain or whatever.
Oh, I was just like financially, it's pretty fucking.
Oh yeah, true. The average.
They yell a lot.
Yeah, the average baby's meant to cost in the average Australian household $1.5 million over the course of its life.
1.5 million.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually expected more. Yeah, I'm prepared to cut my nuts off. I'm like really not keen on it. Like I genuinely seriously considered it. Is your sperm supposed to degrade over time or no? I don't remember. Like I know eggs do, but
like what do you mean?
Like, is a 18-year-old sperm better than a 50-year-old sperm?
Sperm die within like 6 hours of being made.
Yeah, no, but you're still producing it all the time. So
yeah.
I'm wondering if the production changes, the way that it's produced changes over time. Like, I imagine if someone's been drinking their whole life and they're like, or super fucked up on drugs their whole life, their sperm would be fucked by the time they're like 80, right?
Unless you have a genetic mutation occur in that area where you produce them, no, the sperm will stay the same.
Are you certain of that, or are you just...
I'm fairly certain. Okay. I did biology in school.
In high school?
Yeah.
I'm a doctor.
It turns out everyone here is a doctor, guys.
Okay, well, I assumed that sperm, like, quality degraded over time, so I was just gonna bust in a cup when I was, 18. And then just cut my nuts off and, like, unfreeze them when I'm ready. Yeah,
no, that's probably the way to go. But as maybe don't cut your nuts off.
I'm a doctor.
You're right. My bad. Sorry. I'll stop making medical recommendations as to whether or not you should cut your nuts off.
I'd appreciate that, Mr. Idiot.
Thanks, Doctor Idiot. Thanks. Look, I feel like that's probably a good approach if you want to. I don't think the sperm quality changes drastically. The amount of sperm you can produce does, though. I think. Don't hold me to that. The sperm quality does change, but I don't think it changes drastically.
Isn't it weird that, like, the people that you see around, we're, like, the best of everything? Like, the people that you see walking around the world, like, the absolute fucking retarded, drug-addicted, like, piece of shit people that like, the people that just smell of cock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, cock.
Yeah, no, I get you.
That's the best of what humans have to offer.
That's the best that their parents had to offer.
I was the fastest swimmer.
Yeah.
Does that not shock you?
No, you probably just stood there at the entrance. You're like, doctor's certificate, guys.
No, I probably grabbed onto someone else's tail.
And then just
I don't know I don't know how that happens.
Streamlined.
I've not been anything but the slowest in everything I've ever done throughout my whole life. But both
from what I've seen, that's true. That's true.
Both brain-wise and physically. And brain-wise. How was I the fastest? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
How retarded were the others?
That's true. That's a valid point.
Were they all Down syndrome?
Well, actually, interesting fact. I just remembered this. It's not actually the first sperm to the egg. It's the first sperm inside the egg. So the egg's like all encased in like a protective layer of something.
Oh, so maybe I just ate my way through it quicker than anyone else. Wait,
no, that's the thing, because the sperm like crack, like I don't know, they don't crack the egg. They're like attack it together, like as a massive force.
So I let someone else do the hard work.
Yeah, exactly. And then you jumped in at the end when it was all nice and easy.
Fuck, I'm a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's an addiction. You'll get over it. Orange and yellow is what we have left. I think this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode. Let's take a squiz. Oh, no, we're still running pretty well. Okay.
Orange. Orangey.
Orange.
No.
Orangusan.
Oh, we did orange. Magenta. We need to do magenta.
Oh, wait, did we do orange?
Yeah, we did orange.
Oh.
Magenta.
My bad.
Magenta.
I expected you to do this one first. This one's funny.
Whoa, Fortnite addiction. Okay, we have a Fortnite addict. About 5 to 6 months back, my brother, who is 8, started playing Fortnite for about 3 hours a day. Well, that has risen to about 8 hours a day. Well, there's a problem there. When I would collect him from his school bus, he would...
Only 8 hours? What a fucking pussy.
Those are rookie numbers. We need to bump those numbers up. When I would collect him from his school bus, he would come in the door and throw his bag on the floor and switch on the PS4. He would scream and scream and scream into his mic for hours. He has stopped talking to us, and he recently stopped eating dinners, and he dropped out of football. He plays with his friends, but I literally hear some of the things they say, and it's actually nasty as fuck. They're kind of racist to my brother for being mixed race, which is ridiculously pathetic. He keeps spending money on this game. Just yesterday, he spent a good $30 on the game.
Euros?
Euros? 30 funny number thing on the game. We are meant to go to Switzerland at the end of May, but he wants to cancel to stay home and play Fortnite. It's 9:30 a.m. and I woke up to start making my CV, and I can literally hear him through my headphones. This goes on from morning till after midnight. My mum is pissed, but has done nothing about it. He has literally dropped out of football. He has even skipped school to play. He has stopped showering and even sleeping now. He is already really, really thin, and he is falling behind at school. He's going to become disabled. Help? Question mark. Well, this fella's in a lot of strife. You can tell from the end. It's just help. He's not got any approach to this. Look, my first thing to say to you is, you're saying he's not eating, he's not sleeping, he's not showering, but he's only spending 8 hours a day on the game.
What the fuck is he doing with those other...
Yeah, what's he doing with the other, 16 hours?
Yeah.
Because school only goes for 6. And he's not doing anything else.
I'd say this person just hasn't done their maths right.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to go to school, retard.
Look, there's some...
He's probably playing more than that. Honestly, I used to be a pretty fucking bona fide video game addict. I was so addicted to Minecraft in particular that I would force myself to fall asleep really early on school nights so that I could wake up at like 4 a.m. and play for like 3 hours before school. That's how addicted I was.
He skipped breakfast as well.
And I would skip breakfast. I still don't eat breakfast.
Yeah, it's not good.
And then
really
the second
not
I'd
good,
get
guys.
home, I'd be back on Minecraft and be playing it until whenever I'd be going to sleep. So I was heavily addicted. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if I was spending more than... The other game I was really addicted to was Team Fortress 2. I wouldn't be... So I've got over 2,000 hours in Team Fortress overall,
Ouch.
which I think is like 30 days of my life. Plus.
You wasted 30 days of your life.
On a free game.
That's really sad.
On a free game.
A free game?
And then Minecraft would probably be matching that too, so that's probably another 60 or another 30, so up to 60. And then I play a fuck ton over there now, so
Yeah.
probably racked up another roughly the same amount on all those games over there. So I'm a bona fide addict. I can definitely say that. I think with the screaming and that sort of stuff, that would definitely be an age thing. How old did he say he was?
Oh, what?
He was 8. That's definitely going to be an age thing.
And that's disciplinary. That's probably not your department.
Oh wait, he's only 8.
Yeah.
His friends are being racist at 8. I wasn't even aware that race was a thing at 8.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is that just an
used to do the
Australian thing?
Chinese eyes things.
I never did that. I was told that saying easy peasy Japanesey was racist, so I was so scared of being racist.
Oh, wow.
That was the only thing I ever knew about race.
Wow. I don't know. My childhood wasn't like that at all. We were all savages.
So you were quite racist then.
I think I was quite racist.
But you went to a
Probably not
public-
without, like, not like...
The difference probably would have been though that you went to a public school. I was in a
Yeah.
private school.
Yeah, exactly. So
Not-
there would have
not
been...
that helped me at all.
What do you mean? You're a doctor.
Yeah, not because of public school
Oh, right.
or private school.
Not because of private schooling.
Because I'm a fucking legend.
Oh, right. Of course. Sorry, I
Um,
miscounted that.
Yeah, so screaming into his mic and stuff for hours, that's probably just an age thing. He's probably just too immature to understand that his actions have consequences on other people.
Yeah.
He probably can't relate to you. That's probably what that's about. I would say talk to your mum about some discipline on that. Just try and figure out maybe a vocal limit. Maybe if he goes beyond his vocal limit multiple times, then it's, PlayStation off or whatever.
From what I've heard, if he's 8, just take the PowerPoint, unplug the PowerPoint from the wall.
Yeah.
And see what he does. Just give him some time away from it, because he's 8. He's probably not going to be able to work out how to put everything back together again.
No, that's a good point. No, that's a really good point. I remember in grade 1, which was when I was 7, roughly the same age, I poured a bunch. So I really dug this chick that was next to me in class,
With
and
the glue?
we were making paper mache pigs, and I grabbed a full tub of glue and I poured it all over her because I thought she was hot as.
Yeah.
And
that's normally what I do too. To flirt.
And I got really severely punished at school for it. And when I told my parents, they took the power cable out of my Xbox, so I could sit there. Oh no, sorry, no, they didn't even take the power cable. They took the fucking no, it wasn't HDMI back then. It was the
AV
analog.
Yeah.
They took that out, so I could sit there. I could turn it on. I could turn on my controller, but I couldn't fucking see anything.
You could play it, but you couldn't see it.
It was torturous.
Oh my goodness.
It was torturous. Yeah, so you could probably do that. But the thing is, that's only a temporary thing, because you're giving it back to him at some point, and you'll get just as addicted as he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard. I think you have to. I think it was a bad move to allow him to drop out of football.
Yeah.
I think you should have, if anything, you should have doubled down on football, tried to get him into more.
Doing other stuff. That's important.
Yeah, because all it is that he's bored at home. He doesn't have anything else to do. So you should really be filling up his time with as much other stuff as he possibly can, so that he's thinking about video games less and less and less.
Yeah, and I'd say your parents really aren't doing much good for him here, as far as their parenting skills are going. I mean, dropping out of football, yeah, fair enough. That's you can't make him do football if he doesn't want to do it. But skipping school, that's a no-no. You can't be letting your kids do that to play video games. So, I mean, look, if your parents aren't going to take control, there's really not much you can do here. I think it's disciplinary more than anything.
Call Child Protective Services if it's really annoying. Get him out of there. Yeah, it's a rough one. Yeah, I'd say just try and talk to your mum. It sounds like it's a single mum household from what I can tell.
Yeah.
I'd say talk to your mum, see if you can organise a game plan of how to tackle everything. It's probably the only thing you can do, because you being the older brother or sister, you don't have any power, so you have to talk to someone in power and try and organise them to, drop the hammer.
Just like that.
Just like Thor.
That's a very good analogy. Drop the hammer like Thor.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Alright. Yeah, that's all we can really give to you, my friend. I'm sorry.
We tried our best.
Yeah.
There isn't as much energy as the first podcast.
No, there is. I don't know. It's just that they're rough questions on this one. I didn't realize that'd be this hard.
Yeah, they are actually.
I was such an addict. I don't know. Because I couldn't live without video games.
Yeah.
I remember that week that I had without Xbox was killer
Yeah,
to me.
Yeah, no, I have grandparents who live out in rural New South Wales, and we went for 2 weeks over Christmas to just, spend some time with them and whatnot. And I nearly died, honestly. We had TV, but we didn't have, any video games or computer. We didn't even have internet. It was so rough. I nearly died, guys. It's
rough.
bad.
It's rough, particularly for that age, because 15 minutes, to an adult, 15 minutes is absolutely nothing. You can, it just goes by that. To a kid, 15 minutes. I remember. Oh my god, 15 minutes is it takes so long to happen for a kid, because if you don't have anything to distract yourself, it's just every second you're aware of it. I remember I had to wait once for 45 minutes for one of my friends to turn up at my house, and it was the worst 45 minutes of my life. I put on the radio, and I was flicking through the channels, and it's top 40 hits or something like that. Last 10, and I was like, oh, only 10 songs. That's nothing. It felt like years that I had to listen to those songs to get through till my friend rocked up.
It's true.
Time goes by so much differently for kids. So, yeah, you definitely just have to find something to distract them with. I think that's your only real option. Maybe even try and find something to do together. Make a podcast.
Don't, it sucks.
Make a podcast. I don't know. Find something that you can do together to distract him. Give him something else to do. That's really all you can do, I think.
Mastery. Oh.
So,
Sounds like
for the last question of the day, we have a 19-year-old who can't have sex with their girlfriend, 19 years old as well.
So they're both 19. Okay. We both live with our parents still. Our parents are rarely out. Since she's a virgin, she really prefers to have a bed for a first time. That leaves us in a bit of an awkward position. We've been dating for 2 months now. My question is, what can I do to relieve this? We both want each other so bad, yet circumstances are keeping us from taking it. Any advice? I'm going to direct this one to you, Josh. I'm not experienced in this area.
Oh, you're 19. Are you fucking retarded? You're 19. You both probably have jobs. You've both probably got a little bit of money. Go get a shitty fucking hotel for a night if you want.
That's true, actually.
What are you doing? Are you fucking retarded? Like, I would be mortified if my 13-year-old came to me with this, because I'd be like, are you actually retarded? Are you really that dumb? Okay, you're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself, dude. Come on.
Okay, Josh clearly doesn't understand the situation. Josh's parents are very accepting of him and all his quirky ways and all the noises that he makes with his girlfriend. And we understand that this young fella might have a very different family situation to Josh. I'm in a similar position to you, buddy. My parents wouldn't permit anything, well, at least my mum wouldn't permit anything of that sort under her roof or under anyone else's roof or full stop ever, because I'm her little boy. Yeah, and like, as Josh said, you know, if it's really a massive, massive problem, you find somewhere else to do it. I mean,
you're adults.
Yeah, like
I know that she's a virgin. She wants her first time to be in a bed, but I mean, honestly, I'd be telling her to muscle the fuck up and get through it. That's ridiculous.
Okay, no.
What's wrong with fucking in a car?
Let's
That's
just
as
stop
romantic.
Yeah,
you know we fucked at a church once.
Okay. A shitty hotel, as Josh said, not a church, a shitty hotel. Or you know, like, I don't know, if your friends are really accepting, you know,
oh, yeah, that's a
like
good
maybe
point.
if you could
At a party.
Yeah, exactly. Go to a party, find a room. People might walk in on you, but I mean, they're not going to stay long, are they?
I might watch.
Yeah, well, that's just part and parcel of the whole package, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, find an alternative place to do it, and if not, then
I don't understand how that hasn't gone through their head though already.
Yeah,
19 years old.
It's an interesting thing.
I know that sometimes you have to be 21 to drink in
Bit
America.
of a mummy's boy.
But it's 18 everywhere to be considered an adult, right?
Yes.
So you're an adult, and you're not even a fresh adult. You're at least a year into being an adult. You should. How are you? Like that's the thing that's making me go like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like you probably could have taken these steps yourself and didn't need to ask us.
No. The name is Master Re. Like Re?
Yeah, so as
like
in like
retarded thing.
master.
So,
so like mastery, as in like, I've mastered something, you know, mastery.
That's a good point. But I thought it was like Re. Like,
probably got autism.
yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Circumstances keeping. It's not even really that hard to have sex quietly, realistically. Like if you had to, just close the door and do it quietly.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are making a bigger problem of this than it actually is.
No, that's probably a good point though. They probably are building it up in their heads. They're probably thinking it's this really, really big, special, important thing. What you need to realize.
Sorry.
It's nothing. It's as good. It's just as normal as masturbating. If you can masturbate quietly, then I'm 100% sure that you can fuck quietly. And it's not any big. It's not as big of a deal as you've built it up in your head. So just fucking do it. Get yourself a little drunk. Get some marijuanas. Get a little high. Okay, you'll stop worrying about what the parents are doing. You'll take the edge off. You'll stick it in. It won't hurt as much because she's fucking high and she's a bit drunk.
Right.
She won't even fucking hurt. You'll pop the cherry.
This is
little bit of blood comes out. You'll be right.
Advice,
You'll be okay.
guys.
You can live with the blood.
Make sure you listen to everything that
It's not that big of a
Dr.
deal.
Josh says.
Get her to lick your asshole.
Okay, alright, that's where you stop listening.
Jump into it there. That's an easy introduction. Easy way in.
Lord. Oh my lord, oh my lord. Alright, guys, so the important thing to take away from this one is you need to just find an alternative. Preferably that an alternative doesn't involve marijuanas.
Yeah,
or...
no, that was a joke answer. It's like there's cheap hotels everywhere. You don't have to get anything fancy, and even if you desperately needed something fancy, it's not even like it's that expensive for a night at a hotel. Like
Exactly.
if
You can afford to make it a little fancy, make it special for the first time.
yeah, if you want, yeah, a couple $100, done. And then once you've done it once, it'll just happen
It'll just happen.
again and again and again in your car,
Oh,
in your
God.
parents' room, on the kitchen bench. It's happened there 1,000 times.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Alrighty.
you're such a little virgin. I can see you just queasy over there. You look green.
Just, I don't know. I'm a very visual person, you know that. Can't help but have images leap into my head. Very rarely are they good images.
Maybe I could place some more in there.
No.
for you. Actually, speaking of images in your head,
Yeah.
dude, I sat next to a gynecologist on the bus. I'm not even joking. This sounds like a setup to a joke. I'm not even joking. When I was going to university, I sat next to a gynecologist on the bus, and I was looking over it because the way I knew that he was a gynecologist, he had his iPad out and he was like quizzing himself on all these gynecology things. They're just pictures of these fucked up vaginas he's looking at on his phone. He's like, and there's like a question: if she has depleted bone marrow and blood oozing from the clitoris, or probably not that, but you
Okay.
know, just like crazy stuff like that. What disease may she have? You know, fucking chlamydia, vaginal cancer, or all these like weird things. I thought I wanted to be a gynecologist for a while. I thought you were just looking
way.
I thought you were just looking at some bits and pieces your whole life.
I know exactly the alternative you were about to use then. So that was a good choice.
I felt like I felt like it was a bit rough just to go cunt. I don't know.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, if there's anything you guys want to take away from this episode, anything in particular, don't be a gynecologist.
Don't be a gynecologist.
And if you have to have any superpower, where you have the opposite superpower at nighttime, please do not go with invisibility. Please, it does not work. It will not work. Everyone will be able to see you. You'll have your junk, unless you've got a big dick and you're okay with that. Which
I just stop. Doctor Josh. Yeah. So basically, we haven't actually helped anybody this
no
podcast. We've just told you exactly what not to do. So
yeah, but hey, that's a form of help.
yeah, I guess. I mean, I doubt many other people are going to be invisible for half the day and ultra visible for the rest. But you know, that's cool.
Well, the full day and then the whole night.
The whole day, the whole night. Yep, I getcha. Right, that makes much more sense. Much more relevant.
Thank you for listening to episode 2 of the Booming Voices podcast. Please join us next week, hopefully for our 3rd episode. I'm looking at grabbing another 2 guests. So hopefully for a total of 4 guests on the next episode. I hope that'll spice things up a little, get things interesting. So if you're interested in that, please tune in, and we'll catch you all again very soon. Bye.